Stay tuned, and you might want to drink out of the shaker tin. Welcome to Common Cocktails. I'm your host, Derrick Schommer. That's Ian.
I'm Ian Andrews. Our producer is Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Hey.
So Michael's producing the episode that we're making today, which is the New York Sour.
And this is submitted by both Steve D and Garrett D.
Oh, are they brothers?
They could be brothers.
Oh,
but
They both submitted the same recipe, and they both had D, but I didn't go back to
they're just giving the double team.
Yeah. So I don't exactly know how they both submitted this.
So
seems very specific.
This recipe is 2 ounces of bourbon whiskey. We got 4 roses. Elijah Craig, sorry. I thought it was 4 roses.
It's not.
Half ounce of fresh lemon juice, half ounce of simple syrup, 1 egg white.
1 egg white.
And 1 ounce of Shiraz. What we're going to do is we're going to do a dry shake with the egg white with everything but the Shiraz. And we're going to do a wet shake. We're going to pour it and we're going to top with the ounce of Shiraz.
And then I finished the bottle of Shiraz later.
Yes.
2004. It's a $12 bottle of Shiraz right here.
It's been aging.
I bought this in probably 2005 or 6.
So now that's going to be a much better wine.
$12 wines don't always get much better. Be lucky if it's
wine
not
turns into
stained.
vinegar over time, right? Doesn't it?
Doesn't smell like vinegar. Or nope, it's like wine.
Tastes like vino.
It's vino. Vino schnitzel.
That stuff, huh?
It's German wine.
What, a Riesling or a Gewürztraminer?
It's Gewürztraminer.
Gewürztraminer?
I like those.
What?
Gewürztraminer.
She likes
I don't
Gewürztraminer.
even drink wine.
She doesn't even drink wine. There's no history behind this, so I have nothing
You
to
like
tell
a
you guys.
parrot?
Yeah. I have nothing else to do. I'm just kind of
Saying whatever she says?
It's his first day off. He doesn't know what to do with himself.
It's just like I'm just like hanging out. Like, man, I got him doing that. She did the recipes. I just coordinate
You
things.
show up and you talk. So
I'm
talk.
the guy
Talk about
that
shit.
coordinates things for everybody else.
Get a conversation going here.
I got a conversation for you. Look at my sign. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah,
Eric
talk
from
about
makeawoodsign.com. No, yeah, makeawoodsign.com. The next few things I do want to do. Oh, did you see our wood chips? You cut your phone on. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is I want to be able to. I want to do a couple of videos. I want to do not stop motion. That's not the same thing. Time lapse.
Time lapse.
I want to do a time lapse of dilution of different styles of ice with the GoPro.
Probably good.
Like crushed ice versus a big clear ice versus the Tivolos, and see, over the period of so much time, how surface area impacts the drink's dilution rate.
Well, dilution rate's going to be determined by the ratio of surface area to volume.
But the thing is, I don't know the surface area of small crushed ice.
High.
Very small.
A lot of surface area.
Exactly, but that's all you can say is there's a lot
So
of
what you do is
surface
you
area.
take 2 cubes of the same size. You take 2 big ass cubes.
Yeah. You gotta make them the
You
same.
crush one up.
Or use
so you
weight.
have the same exact volume.
Could you do weight?
Yeah, do it by weight.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be the volume's going to come out the same.
Right. And then dilute them over the course of like a 10 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever.
And then you take it out and you weigh it, and
Yeah.
you find out how much diluted. I mean, you're gonna find.
I don't know that. I didn't get that deep into the details, but I guess weighing it work. I was figuring you could look at it and see the difference.
I mean, you're gonna see that the
You should see it move.
crushed ice or the smaller chips of ice that have higher surface area to volume are gonna dilute that much more.
Yeah. Faster.
Yeah.
So you should see them disappear. It should almost just be water.
You'll have
Well,
to
the other ones are still full.
You have to scoop that shit out.
I don't know if
Speaking
there'll be any left.
Exactly. Speaking of,
You want to use a nice big ice. Oh, we're going to shave this down a little bit because if you make ice like the way I do, it comes out to be whatever size I decided it was going to be. And then later you're like, now, you sure it doesn't fit in here, or is it just it fits in there but you won't have any room for a drink?
it doesn't fit in there.
Oh, okay.
I tried.
And it's kind of tempered.
It's kind of tempered.
One's going to go... Oh, no, it didn't.
Look, I know what I'm
Look
doing.
at how clean this
That
side
was
looks.
beautiful. We'll set it
Boom.
aside for another drink.
Like the next one? Yep. So you probably want that.
So if you
What are we
haven't
going to do
seen,
with the wine?
I'm
You just
gonna
put it on top?
Yeah, I'm gonna layer it on top. So if you haven't seen it yet, Derek put up a video on Facebook. Anyway, it's on
It's
YouTube
everywhere.
also. On how he made this beautiful clear ice, which
That
you're gonna
one.
see it's really clear as soon as I pour this on, because it's gonna wash away the haze.
Yeah, the problem is
It's an opaque drink.
the hydrogen.
You're not going to see how
You're not gonna see shit, but you don't see the ice anyway. No, but the problem is when the ice is cold and all the little hydrogen goes from the air and sticks to it and causes it to condense, right? Does that sound
Yes.
Stanley donated
so
so me
it-
to high five.
good? Who did?
We'll high five in just a second, Stanley.
I didn't see that, Stanley. I will.
There was no green,
Oh,
but he said donated, so
we'll give it.
we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
That is fucking weird. You're taking an eggnog-based drink and you're just pouring Shiraz into it.
It's like a port flip. High five.
Oh,
That was bad.
Oh!
That was good.
That was way too good. Should we stir it or something?
No, I don't think so.
Push it
Really?
this way just a tad.
I don't think so, Tim.
Stir it a little bit?
No,
No? Alright.
don't stir that shit. So the tools you need to break that ice, you just gotta score it with a knife and tap it with a hammer. You know,
Yeah.
so evenly and cleanly it splits. When you have that nice ice,
Yeah.
it splits right along whatever line you
Little
make.
score. That's all you need. It's just like they would break glass.
It's like robbing a convenience store.
Yeah.
It's a little score.
Score that. Yeah.
Dad,
I thought you meant because they score a little circle and then they pop it out. I
This
can't.
looks interesting. It looks marbled.
I don't even know what's going on.
It's gonna be good though.
Looks like yogurt, like a raspberry
This is
yogurt.
gonna be good. I know this is gonna be good. I think I've had something like this before.
It's a bourbon sour with some wine in it.
I like it. It's good. The wine dries it out a bit.
But
It's a
very
Boston,
oaky.
Boston sour, basically with.
It's a Boston sour from New York. So apparently,
The ratios are slightly different to what I usually use for Boston sour. Usually, instead of a half-ounce lemon juice, I use 3/4 ounce of
you
lemon
make
juice
these?
for a Boston
Boston
sour. So it's like a Boston sour with a little less lemon juice, and then you add the wine, which kind of gives it a little bit of dryness that you get from the lemon juice also, along with that sour.
But I still don't understand why that. I guess I could have done research to figure it out, but I didn't have anything to do with these drinks. So. But you can see right through that ice. That's weird.
Yeah, you can.
It's like you're taking a Boston sour, you're adding an Australian wine to it. Boom! New York sour!
Yeah.
Just like that.
That's the melting pot.
I mean,
Let's face it.
even if it was a California, it's still not New York.
It's tasty, man.
I would have thought the best name for this would have been a Sonoma sour.
Oh, there you go.
Because now
I like that.
you're in the right
But this,
region.
I believe, is kind of a classic drink. The New York
Yeah,
sour,
you know,
so-
you can't change classics.
change it.
But I would make, you know what? I could make another one just like it. That's called a Sonoma
You
sour.
can. I like the
Just
color of
change
this.
the lemon.
The color is kind of beautiful. It's
It's
like this
actually getting better.
purpley marbled color. It's mixing a little bit, but the marbling's still in there. How cool is that?
It's weird how it doesn't integrate fully right away. I mean, it is slowly kind of becoming part of the drink.
I'm getting more and more of that Shiraz.
Well, yeah, because we just kind of let it hang out and do its thing.
It's socializing. That's what wine does. Wine's a social drink. It socializes.
loosens you up.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a wine, if you know somebody who's into wine, question today: what type of do you drink wine? And if so, what's your favorite wine vintage or vineyard or? Did we ask that question?
When Antonio was here the first time, you remember? Because he was going to do the sommelier stuff.
Oh,
So we
did anybody ever answer?
probably.
Well,
Answer again.
This was a while ago. Answer.
well, plus I just got that wine. in.
New viewer
subscribers
base.
since then.
So I happen to have a lot of wine, so I just kept digging through my closet until I could find what we needed. You can use a Merlot, a Shiraz, or
Okay.
no. What was the other one? There was another.
You want something sweet, right?
Yeah, I think it was a fruity base, right? I don't know how Merlot works into that, but
I don't know, it was a Shiraz or a Malbec.
Malbec,
Malbec, yeah.
right? I like a
So it's
Malbec.
in my tongue.
I would have went or a Tempranillo with a nice, like maybe a little bacon flavor to it. Or something. But
Bacon.
what is your and on top of that, what's your cost tolerance for wine? Like I know people who don't like to go above $12.
And that
We
depends
could-
on where you're at, because over here in the States, I find, well, I'm sure you traveling in Europe, you found that wine is significantly cheaper when you go to Europe than
Everything, yeah, wine and beer.
Yeah.
I like cheaper than water.
Yeah.
But I
crazy.
don't know if it's a culture thing or if it's literally just it really is.
They just don't have good water over there.
Oh, they don't. That's true. I mean,
They have to turn their water into wine.
if you have
because-
if you have a culture in which you have lots of people in small areas, water isn't always going to be the most healthy of things in some cases. And
True.
when it is, it's highly refined and it takes a lot more money to do that. So you're paying more money for the water. This you don't need to worry about that. So you're good to go.
Yeah.
You just use nature.
Good old nature
Grapes happen to have water in
and
them.
yeast.
Yeast.
Nature and yeast.
Dude.
They're a good combo.
And I think yeast is still part of nature somehow.
That's good for you, too. Yeast isn't a bad thing.
No, you
A
and
lot of B
actually
vitamins in yeast.
there are
Infection is a bad thing.
Not if you eat that shit.
right.
Pretty sure that's still a bad
Can
thing.
you? We talked about this. Can you ferment with your vagina? Remember?
I think we talked about that, yeah.
Alright, wrap this up.
So that's decent. That's a cool drink.
I like the oak flavor.
Yeah, and it's interesting how the wine incorporates with the drink. The egg white, like we said in our last
Yeah.
episode with egg white, and we've said
It
before.
smooths it, it mellows it, and
Smooths,
dries it.
dries, and mellows, yeah.
And once you bring in that dry, what it does is it pushes away some of the acidity and everything, and all you're getting is that bourbony, Shiraz like flavor, and it's not fortified wine like flavor of a vermouth. It's completely different because this is an overhaul, and it's bringing more of that flavor.
Tannin-y. It's not sweet.
Yeah, that is the kind of the route I would go. I would rather have a wine cocktail than a vermouth cocktail in most cases. Although recently we've had a lot of good vermouth cocktails, so that's kind of a hard statement to back up.
I think there's a lot of great vermouth cocktails out there.
Yeah, I think it's just my tastes have changed.
I.e. Negroni, Americano.
Tell me when you get to the good ones.
Manhattan.
Manhattan. We've done one of those. I hear.
We've done 6 of those recently.
Yep. So tell us what do you think about wine? What are your favorite vintages? What are your favorite vineyards? What are your favorite varietals of grape? Yeah. Even if you just eat them straight, I just like to.
Have you ever gone on a winery tour or gone to a vineyard and done a tasting?
I have.
And if so, where was it? And how was it? Was it cool? Was it a big winery? Was it a small winery?
See, that's the problem. I can't even remember what it was.
We did the Neshoba Valley before Christmas. We did a little tasting there. You know what the Neshoba Valley is in Westford. That was pretty cool. When we went to Nova Scotia, we did a little wine country tour one day when we were up there last.
I don't remember. I think we did one in Texas. I don't know, when we traveled at work, we did some tasting someplace, and it was in the backwoods of who knows where. But I don't remember what even state it was in. It was California. I suggest going on a wine tour, even if you're not massive into wine, because there's always something cool that you do.
Wine tours, brew tours, distillery tours, they're all cool.
Yeah.
If you get the opportunity and you haven't done it, do it.
Well, we went to the wine fest in Boston a couple times.
We've done the wine
festival
festival
twice.
twice.
Wine, but that was pretty cool.
We did the tasting with Gary Vaynerchuk twice.
We did the Budweiser Brew Fest, Oktoberfest.
Did the Oktoberfest?
That was mostly just about drinking and eating and just hanging out and playing yard games.
That's true, but you did get to taste some beers.
Yeah.
That weren't just Budweiser.
The Franz and Connor and
good German beers.
Good stuff.
You explore. Get out there. We're done. Today what I want to talk to you about is we talk about Patreon today?
We do talk about Patreon. You should go to patreon.com/CMC and help support the show because
100% chance you should do that.
This man now depends on the income. This is his full-time job now.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't hurt to support the show that you watch.
Yep.
You can also go to everydaydrinkers.com/donate if you want to do a donation.
Yep, just like Bobby did earlier. There's a lot of benefits to that for me. So especially considering like 5 of my Patreon subscribers right now have had declined credit cards. So, and I've had that happen to one of my guys that I back. So I need to make up for those 5 people until they decide they want to pay again.
Right.
And so I could always use additional $3 donations from it. You know, if you want to get 50, fine, but $3 is a good start.
Yeah, everything's cool, man.
5 people, $3 1 month. That's a win for me. If I get 5 new subscribers at $3, that's 5 more than I had last time.
It's $15.
There you go. And over the course of a year, every month you get 5 more people. You can actually make a living doing this shit.
I think that's
Someday.
part of the plan, isn't it?
That is the plan.
Yeah.
All right, we're done. We can teach you how to drink. Oh, it looks like hazelnut.
Looks like a flip.
I thought it looked like coffee ice cream.
Doesn't look coffee.
Or a cappuccino, not a cappuccino, a frappuccino. Oh, I love a good frap.
Oh, I love fraps.
Frappuccinos.
Absinthe frap.
No.